So you have one day in Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida with your little ones. But Walt Disney World has 4 parks. So which one should you go to? And then there's this whole park hopper thing. So should you be trying to hit multiple parks in this one day? Honestly, the best choice for you and your family isn't so clear cut. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through each of the 4 parks in Walt Disney World in Florida to help you pick what's best for you. And then if you can't choose between any of those 4 parks, I have 3 specific strategies for how to navigate hitting multiple parks in one day. We'll start with the original park of Walt Disney World, which is Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom is going to be your quintessential Disney park. When you picture Disney World, you're probably picturing something that's in Magic Kingdom, whether it's the Cinderella Castle, the classic rides like Pirates of the Caribbean, Haunted Mansion, It's a Small World, Peter Pan, Jungle Cruise. You're going to find all of those in Magic Kingdom. The big differentiator about Magic Kingdom and the other 3 parks is that you are going to find far more rides that have no height requirement in Magic Kingdom than honestly in the other 3 parks combined. It's that much more. If you're looking to spend one day in Disney World, it's hard to go wrong with Magic Kingdom. What I will say is if you live in an area where you're, say, near Disneyland California or at one of the international parks that you have easy access to it, you've been there recently or will be going there again soon, Magic Kingdom Park is going to be very similar and have a lot of overlaps in rides to Disneyland Park in California and to the international Disneyland parks. So if you're spending one day in Disney, I would recommend checking out the 3 other parks just so you get some variety. I will also say that while Magic Kingdom has those classic rides, there's not a whole lot in Magic Kingdom that has characters from kids' movies, honestly. I'm trying to think, and there's you have the Dumbo elephants and you have the Little Mermaid ride, but the rides that have characters that your kids are going to recognize, you're going to find in other parks. Next up is Epcot. Epcot is the 2nd oldest park in Walt Disney World Resort and the last park that Walt Disney himself actually planned. Whereas Magic Kingdom, you're going to find versions of it all over the world. There is only one Epcot in the world. It is completely unique. And honestly, it's kind of a hodgepodge right now. The front area of the park is kind of futuristic in parts of it. It has some Marvel stuff going on now with the Guardians of the Galaxy coaster, which is the best coaster, I will say, that I've ridden in Disney. It's got some naturey stuff. And then in the back is the World Showcase that has all of the countries. It is a very unique park. In Epcot, you're going to find some awesome rides for kids with characters that they are going to recognize. They have Ratatouille, they have Frozen, they have the Moana water walkthrough, but they also have some great bigger kid and adult rides like Test Track, Mission Space, and Guardians of the Galaxy. So if you have a mixed crowd of littler kids, older kids, parents that you're wanting to appease, that you're wanting to have everybody have something to do, Epcot is a great park for that. Epcot is also going to have the best food on property. There's so many restaurants. They have festival food booths going on most of the year. If you are a foodie, Epcot's definitely the park for you. The one con I will say the last couple times I've been at Epcot that I've noticed, especially if you go on a weekend, is that it is a more adult heavy park. And while Magic Kingdom is a dry park, except for at your sit down restaurants, Epcot does serve alcohol and it is open carry, so you can carry drinks around. And if you're familiar with Disney at all, you'll know that it's kind of become a game to drink around the world, to go around the different countries and get drinks. So I will say, especially in the World Showcase area, it will be pretty adult heavy. You will see people who are going there just to drink, especially on the weekends. You even get bachelor and bachelorette parties. It's not like going to a bar district in a city or something, but you will see people who are drunk and you will kind of encounter that. It's, I would say, the least kid-friendly of the 4 parks. Not that it's not kid-friendly, it's still Disney, but it's just something that I've personally been annoyed by the past couple of times I've been to Epcot. So just something to be aware of. The 3rd park at Walt Disney World is Hollywood Studios. Hollywood Studios is another semi-unique park. You will see a lot of similarities with it and Disney California Adventure in California and Disneyland Paris's 2nd park, which totally blanking on. I think it's called Disney Studios or something. I'll put the name here. It is going through some construction right now. There's a Monsters Inc. land that is coming, but not there yet. You're going to find some unique, very immersive lands like Toy Story Land and Star Wars. However, what I will say is that some of the rides there, you can find carbon copies elsewhere. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, there is a carbon copy of it in Disneyland Park in California. And some of the most kid-friendly rides in Hollywood Studios, which are Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway and Toy Story Mania, you can also find carbon copies in Disneyland Resort in California. Mickey and Minnie's is in Disneyland Park and Toy Story Mania is in Disney California Adventure. So there's also some overlap that you'll want to think about. But if your kids love going to live shows, there's a Frozen sing-along, there's a Disney Junior dance party, there's a new Little Mermaid show and Disney Villains show. There's also some great bigger kid rides and adult rides there. Tower of Terror and Rock and Roller Coaster are two of my all-time favorite rides. If you're looking for a balance between watching some shows, hitting some rides, Hollywood Studios can be a good park for that. I will say out of the 4 parks, I think Hollywood Studios is the most underwhelming in terms of food. But I will say, if you're not near California that you're going to be going to Disneyland, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is my kids' all-time favorite ride. It's one of the best Disney rides that I've been on, so it is definitely worth checking out. The 4th and newest park at Disney World is Animal Kingdom. And just like Epcot, there is only one Animal Kingdom in the world. It is such a unique park. It's kind of like a park zoo hybrid, which I think makes it an excellent choice for littler ones. There's not a whole lot to do as far as rides now, but don't let that stop you because there are so many things that you can do in the park that's not a ride. Kilimanjaro Safaris is a must-do, riding through a true safari. The Lion King show is amazing. That's one of my all-time favorites. They also have a Nemo live show, and they have 2 walking trails that are essentially zoos, and they have Rafiki's Planet Watch, which is in the back. You ride a shuttle over and there's a petting zoo. There's just so many opportunities for kids to interact with animals there. It's a great park for little ones. It also opens early and closes early. So it just kind of works out for little ones' schedules anyway. If you are a foodie, I will say Animal Kingdom also has some awesome food spots. I love Epcot for food, but I also love Animal Kingdom for food. They also have such a great balance of having those classics that your kids are going to eat, but having some more adventurous things that you'll enjoy as parents. Honestly, you really can't go wrong checking out Animal Kingdom if you have one day in Disney. Okay, now that we've done a quick walkthrough of all 4 parks, should you park hop? Honestly, if you have stroller-bound kids, I think that park hopping is more trouble than it's worth. Even when I do a traditional Disney Parks vacation, where I'm hitting a park every day, I like to take 1 park per day and not park hop. I've done it both ways. And I think that park hopping is just a time waster. It takes time out of your day. It's hard to get the kids out of the stroller. It's hard to transition. If you're really set on park hopping, you really can't decide between, 2 or more of these parks. Here's the 3 ways I would do it. The first gives you the longest stay in Disney. If you're going to Disney for 1 day and you really want to make the most out of it, you should start in Animal Kingdom, which has the earliest start. It opens the earliest. Get everything done that you want to get done there. And then park hop over to Magic Kingdom, which is open the latest. This maximizes your day. The second strategy is to use the monorail to park hop, which is much easier, especially if you're pushing a stroller, than to try to use the buses. For that, I would recommend starting your day in Magic Kingdom, taking the monorail over, and ending your day in Epcot. I would recommend that order because I think that Epcot has your better spots for dinner if you'd like to do a sit-down dinner. And I think that Magic Kingdom is a better park for hitting the rides that you want to hit in the morning. The third strategy is to walk between parks. So again, you don't have to get the kids out of the stroller and take the buses. And the 2 parks that have a walking path between them are Hollywood Studios and Epcot. Again, I would recommend starting in Hollywood Studios and ending your day in Epcot. I think you're going to have less to do in Hollywood Studios, so that way you can hit what you want there and head over to Epcot, maybe even for lunch. But honestly, with the walking path, it is easy that you may even want to bounce back and forth a few different times. So that is your quick overview of how to spend 1 day in Disney World with little ones, whether or not you park hop. Again, if you're not already, please hit subscribe, give this video a like, and follow me on Instagram at JetstreamAdventures, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!